Hello there and welcome to my review of The Art of Destiny Volume 2. Now Volume 1 I've already reviewed and I really enjoyed that. So I was really looking forward to this and it did not disappoint. Here we have a scene at the end of the game where you defeat the Red Legion. So yes, there will be spoilers in this review, so hopefully you've already played the game. But if you're just interested in the art, obviously it's not a problem. There's a scene when all things go a bit south and the Legion attack. An interesting little piece of art from the tower there. There's some guys actually doing some artwork in the tower. I thought that was a cool bit of art. And there we can see the Traveller is getting all mashed up. Bits more breaking off of it. Things are not looking good. Here's a lovely piece of art. It's one of my favourite bits of art. That's from Rise of Iron. It's one of the expansions for Destiny 1 actually. And this is a thing I really wasn't expecting and really hyped to get some artwork from the DLCs from Destiny 1. Of course they didn't make it into the first volume. But to see like the Seaver there, the Lords, the Iron Lords who were defeated by the Seaver. To see all this, the Splicers cut up the wall around the city and discovered the Seaver. The Trials gear as well from Destiny 1. I loved the Trials, the Hunter gear set. It's just fantastic. And that's now in Destiny 2 now. There we have Taken King. And there's a Dreadnought there. That was a brilliant DLC for Destiny 1. I loved the Dreadnought, all sort of secrets in this big hive tomb ship floating around. It was beautifully made. And the thing about Destiny 2 is the game engine was definitely improved dramatically. There's a sleeper simulant there. It's a weapon, a beautiful looking weapon. Quite powerful as well. But yeah, with Destiny 2, they weren't really held back like they were with Destiny 1. Destiny 1 was a crossover game, so they had to release it on the old platforms as well as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But with Destiny 2, they didn't have to do that. They could really harness the power of the new console, the PS4 and the Xbox One. So the game engine is a lot better. The worlds are bigger and more detailed. Here we have some of the live events. It's really cool. In the tower sometimes you get like Christmas time events and Halloween events. And here's another triumphant image. Now these images are concept art, so they're done very quickly. They're incredibly talented artists working very fast. And that's part of the appeal of the book is to see what they can achieve with so few brushstrokes. And they do whatever they use bits of photograph and paint over bits of photograph. They do whatever they need to do to just get the job done. And the pressure that these guys must be under to get work done is incredible. And so a lot of respect for these artists. And I love all the graphic design work in the game as well. That's not to be overlooked. There's some really talented people working on this game. Now the story in Destiny 1 was all over the place, so they really went out of their way in Destiny 2. Always a load of the emblems as well to look at. Probably got most of these. But they really went out of their way to improve the story, and they did a great job. This time around we actually had a coherent story, and they kind of took away all your powers, destroyed the tower, destroyed all your weapons in the vault. So you had to start from fresh. And that's really a good idea. And it worked pretty well. Here's an image of your Guardian all mashed up and with his light taken away from him. Here's the new supers. Unfortunately, though, they do give you your powers back rather quickly. So, they didn't really sort of take that idea and use it to its fullest, really. I think you got your powers back too quickly. And it's literally like one mission where you was really underpowered, I think they was afraid that if they didn't give you your powers back, that people would stop playing. So these are really high detailed models. Obviously, they have to lower the polygon counts massively to put them in the game. But they use those highly detailed models to then generate bump maps and displacement maps, or normal maps, to put the detail back into the figures. Very, very clever what they do. I mean, look at the detail on that press plate. It's just amazing. They use like ZBrush and I think programs like Mudbox to sculpt all this stuff. But then they put the detail back into the models, as I say, using all the bump maps and normal maps. The Titan with his new super. The armour sets are so crisp, so sharp. You probably, if you played the game, you'll recognise most of this stuff. There's a Titan shield. I love pinging that shield around in the Crucible. And of course, new weapons. Bungie are just masters at doing weapons. They just do really cool weapons. Yeah, the fighting lion at the top right there. That's a beautiful looking weapon. It's a grenade launcher. Didn't really find it that effective though, so I don't use it. But here we have Sparrow. I keep going to say speeder, but they're sparrows. Spaceships. There's one of the new characters, Hawthorne, with the spots on her face. But she's a good character. And here's a lovely picture of the sort of the Traveller all wrecked there. Now the European Dead Zone, this is the farm, an image from the farm. And that's a really cool location actually. But once you've gone through the story campaign, you don't really go back there, so it seems like a bit of a waste. It's not underutilised really. But yeah, the European Dead Zone was apparently is one of the first locations they developed in Destiny 1, although it was never really used. It's quite interesting. There's a little dove there. Nice little touch. Got a very moody piece there. But that's what these images are really about, is more about the lighting and the colour palettes, setting the mood. But you do get a sense of scale. And of course with the new game engine they used, or the improved game engine, you get more of a sense of scale in the actual game. Sorry about my cat Patch meowing. I think he's still hungry. When I finish this, I'm going to have to go and give him some more food. Some animation there, which is beautifully done. It's a beautiful game. There's a speaker there. And of course, one of the new locations, Titan. That's a lovely picture. And it's a fantastic location. It really is, with all the water. I remember when I first went there, I was just, wow, this is just amazing. I think that's the thing I'm really looking forward to. I hope they do a Destiny 3 and give us some new locations to go to, because it's just fantastic when you go to a new location, because they're so beautiful. I mean, I really can't praise the artists, not just the concept, but the 3D artists enough. The amount of work they put into these games is just incredible. And I think, of course, Bungie had a lot more confidence. They knew they had a good IP. It was very successful Destiny, so they could really go all out in Destiny 2. Made some beautiful locations. Especially Titan is one of my favourite locations. You can't get a speeder out on Titan though. Of course you can. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, but it's quite a compact location. But it's because of the moon, obviously. But there are other planets. Io and Nessus, sorry. I keep saying Nexus. I think I'm thinking of Blade Runner. Nessus, yeah. That shipwreck there, you'll remember that from the game. But they're really distinct looking. I mean, this is a really alien world that they've created here. I mean, it's obviously that's the idea, but they've done a fantastic job. So it's not about finished illustrations. It's about coming up with the design and feel of these places. something for the 3D artists to really sort of hone in on and run with, and they do a great job. And I love the fact there's lots of wrecked machinery and old ancient architecture that really gives a sense of place and history to these places. That's a lovely image, I think. It's a really sort of alien structure, and you get a sense of wonder from an image like that. It's like, what, who made that? What was it all about? This is a beautiful image. The sense of scale is fantastic. They do a fantastic job with I.O. I really like I.O. The kind of Vex structural. I love the actual angles that they use, and the contrast of form, and some real fantastic artists. There's a bit of the story there, and there's Gaul, the the main antagonist. See him lifting up the Guardian there, and his design work on his armour is fantastic. He was a really good enemy. I really enjoyed fighting him. And he's actually got like a personality. He's not just sort of your generic bad guy. He's got his own agenda. He's a good character as well. I love those black and white images, concept images. I call him the Choppy, the guy with the Cabal guy with the meat cleavers. Great new designs for the Cabal. Some really just impressive locations in the game. And there's the Almighty there, beautifully designed. And that is a beautiful level when you go to disable it. Oh, there's the speaker's mask all broken. Poor guy. That's a lovely image. I like that. See the Traveller all busted up. The Eater of Worlds. Definitely looks like a kind of a fish, like a fish mouth, and there's a fish eye, like a bottom feeder. Just scooping up planets. There's the Emperor. There he is. That's a great DLC for Destiny 2. He's on his throne. Callus. Really enjoyed the Leviathan, and I love the designs. The gold work is just brilliant. All the designs. Trials of the Nine, not to be confused with Trials of Osiris, which is now in Destiny 2. I called her One Sock, because you know that One Sock, that woman, the Trials of the Nine lady. But it's really kind of supernatural, surreal place when you went there, and of course this is the mysterious ships at the end of the game. Could it be another alien race? I think that's what we're all hoping for. So it's gone out of focus. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what it's doing. But there's all the oh, here we go, it's gone back in focus. There's all the credits. The amount of people involved is incredible. And of course there's all the artwork is all attributed to the relevant artists. You can find out who's painted what, and if you like an artist, to find out more about them online. But yeah, thanks for looking at this review. I mean, as you can see, just over 200 pages, fantastic concept work. So if you're interested in concept design and artwork, then this is a great book to pick up. And if you love the game like I do, then yeah, it's a really nice book to look through. You can reminisce about your adventures as you played the game and with the friends that you made online along the way. And yeah, fantastic book. So I hope you're staying safe. And yeah, take care.